ఇంకెవరైనా? ఓకే, ట్రాన్స్లేషన్. And because you are submissive, your spiritual masters have endowed you with all the favors bestowed upon a gentle disciple. Therefore, you can tell us all that you have scientifically learned from them. Please repeat the translation. And because you are submissive, your spiritual masters have endowed you with all the favors bestowed upon a gentle disciple. Therefore, you can tell us all that you have scientifically learned from them. Can come forward. జీవితంలో ముందుకు ఉండాలి. మీరంతా వెనక్కి వెళ్ళిపోతున్నారు. మీరు so it's a series of verses from last four verses that explained about the qualifications of Suta Goswami. So between whom was this discussion happening? ఎవరెవరి మధ్య సంవాదం జరుగుతుంది ఇక్కడ? sages of Naimisharanya, headed by Shaunaka Rishi. They have selected Suta Goswami as the leader and they made him sit on the Vyasasana. Now, because he was the leader, first they are trying to understand what is his qualification. So now, how do we hear? Whom do we hear? What should we hear? So now they are trying to enumerate Vetatvam Saumya Tatsarvam. Veta, you know. You are Saumyaha, you are a gentle personality. Tvam, you. Tatsarvam, everything what you have learned. What you have learned? Tatvataha, in truth, all scientific, technical information about the Lord. Tad anugrahat, by their mercy. Anugraha means by their mercy. Who? Bruyaha snigdasya shishyasya. Because you can explain to us, Bruyaha, you are very gentle, submissive, qualified disciple. Snigdasya shishyasya. You are very submissive personality. You are Saumya, you are gentle personality. Guruvaha, your spiritual masters, Guhyam apiyuta. They have taught you all the confidential knowledge. Now here 3 points have been important, 3 words. Saumyaha. Saumyaha means one who is gentle. Snigdasya means one who is submissive. Tatvataha, in truth. Like for example, when somebody is there in your company who is working, or in your house who is working, when they perform activities which are trustworthy, then you start revealing information to them. Or else we will not reveal our information to them. So, when a disciple is submissive, when he is trustworthy, then Guru sees that he will not misutilize the details, what is taught to him. So, then he will teach him all the intricate aspects of spiritual perspective. Because Suta Goswami was that caliber, their gurus taught him all the technical details. So in that purport, Prabhupada is explaining, it is essential that a disciple be very much obedient and submissive to the bona fide spiritual master. The priority qualification is submissive and obedient. In what way can we understand this? Like when child, submissive means what? Mana cheppindi vintadu. Obedient means he executes instruction. One thing is hearing, then putting into implementation. Submissive, obedient. That should be the qualification of Shishya. Next, since Srila Suta Goswami fulfilled all these qualifications as a disciple, therefore he was endowed with all the favors by his learned and self-realized spiritual masters such as Vyasadeva and others. See, one of the qualifications of the disciple is he has to learn in a way as it is in the authorized Shastra. Like for example, if you have to study a medical course, what will you do? How will you study? So here,
the spiritual life also, when we are getting the transcendental knowledge, it should be authorized. And authorized things always come in the parampara system. Just like in the medical or engineering, it is also parampara. Or we are learning about any instrument or something. The manufacturing regime tells how to utilize it. And in a successor, that is from the service engineer to the master, the head of the instrument, in the same way, what is recommended we are doing.
So here the same thing what we have to understand is, so the person has to hear from qualified people. First he should have qualification. Then he should hear from qualified people as per the process. Like if I have to study medical exam, books are available outside in the market. I can get them, I can read at home. Now online material is also there, content, how to learn that. But does that mean that I have become qualified practitioner? So unless I get that authorized certification from the university, I will not be allowed as a government practitioner. So similarly, in spiritual perspectives also, can everybody and anybody become gurus? Can I listen to anybody and everybody? So you have to understand, whom do I listen from? What is his qualification? Is he presenting the knowledge in the parampara system? Or else what happens? My knowledge is like picking from internet or picking from books available directly, and I am trying to gain myself. Like for example, Prabhupada says one small idea, small perspective. Mother Yashoda was holding baby Krishna on her lap, and she is trying to breastfeed him. And in the backside, there was one pot in which a milk was boiling and it is about to overflow. So Mother Yashoda kept the baby aside, went there, and she was handling that milk and all these things. A general Bhagavatam speaker, there were many Bhagavata Katha Vachaks. So he was saying, see, Mother Yashoda, what an unfortunate lady, the Supreme Lord is on her lap and she is bothered of the milk on the pot. But a Vaishnava Acharya is commenting the same subject. Nanda Maharaj had 9 lakh cows. In that one specific cow, Krishna used to drink milk. And the milk that was boiling was that one specific cow's milk, which Krishna had to take later in the day. So Yashoda Mata was thinking, if that entire milk gets spoiled, what will my son be able to drink? He will be hungry. See, the service attitude or the Supreme Lord attitude, what I have to consider here. See, people think external reason, but the internal reason, unless it is communicated, we will not get to know of the spiritual dynamics. So that's why when Bhagavatam or Bhagavad Gita, when it is presented, we have to hear as per authority. Then we will be able to grasp the subject very easily. Like Suta Goswami, what did he do? He is a disciple of Vyasadeva. Now how he was blessed? His father was Romaharshan Suta. So he was endowed with all the information about Puranas and other subjects. Vedas were given to different people and Puranas were given to Romaharshan Suta. So before this Bhagavatam discussion happening, this Romaharshan Suta was made to sit on a Vyasasana and he was giving lecture. on Puranic subjects. At that assembly, Lord Balarama had visited. So understanding that Supreme Lord has come, Balarama, all the sages got up, offered respects to Balarama. But at the time, Romaharshan Sutta, since he was sitting on the Vyasasana, he thought, I am superior to anyone in the assembly here. I need not get up and I need not show respects to anybody else. So Balarama took a little offense out of it. He said, this person has become proud. He has not followed the etiquette. So taking one darba grass, he just killed Romaharshan Sutta with one darba grass. Then all that assembly people, all the sages, they started saying to Balarama, see, you have given him the sufficient punishment. But since he is sitting on the Vyasasana, so some consideration you would have given. So you could have taken this as a small, lightest offense. But Lord said, no, a parampara has to be established, means etiquette has to be established. He is worthy of the punishment because of his back transactions also, because of his the way how he took birth, the attitude in which how he has grown up. So there are not just because of this one mistake, because this is the accumulation of all the old backlog things. But they all requested, see, we have blessed him that sit on that assembly and guide us for next so many thousands of years. He is going to speak on these Puranas. Because that assembly had spoken for 1000 years that yajna has to happen of various Puranas discussion, 1000 years, but suddenly he was killed. Now, what happens to our blessings? Since the son is representative of the father, all that blessings were transferred to the son, Suta Goswami. That's why, Tat Anugrahat, when it is said, all the mercy what you got from all the superior spiritual people, you have been blessed with their personalities, that you will be able to sit here and you will be able to speak for thousands of years on these Vedic subjects. So this is the back history, what says about Guravo Guhyam Apyuta, all the spiritual masters what you have taught, what they have taught to you. He is an ardent disciple of Vyasadeva, like his father, Romaharshan Sutta was also ardent disciple of Vyasadeva. He learnt all the technical information there. By sitting with Sukadeva Goswami and Parikshit Maharaj in that assembly, he learned the Srimad Bhagavatam. And he understood the meaning of the Srimad Bhagavatam in practical perspective. See, many people understand theoretically, but how to put it into practice? So there is, before starting Bhagavatam, he will quote one verse, 1.2.3. If you have Bhagavatam books, you can... Like he offers his respects to his Guru by quoting this verse, by saying what was his qualification of Shukadeva Goswami. He says, Yas Swanubhavam Akila Shruti Saramekam. Ya Swa Anubhavam. He had experienced this Bhagavatam. What is this Bhagavatam? Akila Shruti Saramekam. This is that one scripture which is the Sara of, essence of all the Vedic literatures. Akila Shruti Saramekam. Adhyatma Deepam. This is the transcendental torchlight. Atiti Tirshatam Tamo Andam. To drive away the darkness of this material world. Samsarinam Karunaya Aha Purana Guhyam. So, why did he speak Shukadeva Goswami? Samsarinam, for all those who are struggling in this world, in this cycle of birth and death, Samsarinam. Karunaya Aha, feeling compassionate, Aha, he spoke this Bhagavatam. Purana Guhyam, this is the most confidential knowledge of Vedic literatures. Tam Vyasasunam Upayami Guru Muninam. Who spoke this? To Shukadeva Goswami, who is son of Vyasadeva. Upayami, I offer my respects. Guru Muninam, who is the Guru for all the Munis. Because he learned that Purana Guhyam, Guruvo Guhyam Apyuta. He taught that Guhyam, which he learned that Guhyam, that's why now the sages are saying, you learned that all the technical details, now teach that all the technical details, which are very confidential, which are not for common man's perspective, which you have learned, please teach us the same subjects. So in that way, we will be able to know all the information what the acharyas are expecting. Like in one place, Prabhupada says about this snigdasya, the word snigdasya means one who is submissive. In Bhagavad Gita also Krishna says, if you require this Vedic knowledge, you have to go to a spiritual master. Tadviddi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya. Upadekshanti te jnanam jnaninaha tattvadarshina. So in this verse there are two aspects: qualifications of guru, qualifications of disciple. So what is the qualification of disciple? Tadviddi pranipatena. You have to surrender to the guru. Pariprashnena sevaya. You have to then inquire by rendering devotional service. So first surrender, service, then inquiry. Then what are the qualifications of guru? Jnaninaha tattvadarshina. He should be a knowledgeable man and he should have seen that truth. He should have understood that truth. Because if you learn from him, what will be the benefit? Yajnatva na punarmoham. Next verse talks about. Evam yashashi pandava. When you learn the truth, you will not fall under illusion again. Means he will give me the complete knowledge by which I can come out of this cycle of birth and death. I will not fall under this maya. So, in one place Chaitanya Prabhupada writes, the words snigdaha and snusnigdaha means very peaceful and very affectionate are used in verses here in Bhagavatam, found in Bhagavatam. Bruyaha snigdasya shishyasya guruvo guhyam apyuta. A disciple who has actual love for his spiritual master is endowed by the blessings of the spiritual master with all the confidential knowledge. So Sridhar Swami has commented the word snigdasya means premavataha, which indicates that one who has great love for his guru. Because he was a great lover of his guru, that's why he was bestowed with all that Vedic confidential information. Like for example, why it is important Guru, how he treats a disciple. There is an ashrama in which there are around 100 disciples. So what happens? We all come with old backlogs. Not that we are all pure when we come and we join. The day we join ashrama, we have not become pure. That old backlog of all our unwanted habits are there. In that, one thief was also there. He wanted to become spiritually person, but the thief tendency, that itching sensation will be there once in a while. He just, not for anything, just he tries to lift some of the items. So there was a theft happening. So the disciples found out that there is a theft happened in the ashrama. They went and complained to the Guru. They could sense this is that person who was roaming around at that time, this devotee. So they came and informed the Guru that this disciple of yours is not a trustworthy person. He has this stealing habit. Please do something. Please correct him. The Guru said, okay, I will take care. But after some more time, once again the issue happened. Once again the stealing happened in the ashrama. So the disciples this time, they all came forward. They said, so you have to do something, or else we will go elsewhere and we will do something else. We will not stay here in the ashram. Seeing the seriousity of the situation, the Guru made all the Sishyas come there, assemble in the ashrama. He said, I know all of you are disturbed with the scenario, what is happening here. But one of the qualifications of the Guru is to teach the disciple how to behave properly. I am here for that purpose. And sometimes disciple is not ready to pick up, but I have to have patience and compassion to teach him. So I know all of you are disturbed with the situation, and many of you are interested to go out. No problem, you can go elsewhere. You can study under somewhere else, you can learn the information. So, but I am here to reform personalities. So, even if you go away, I am not going to leave that disciple who has committed that mistake. I will teach him, I will reform him. So, when this instruction was there, all the other disciples also understood. See, Guru is meant for compassionate system. We are all in the hospital, we are for treatment. Somebody's disease is aggravated, somebody is having mild symptoms. But since we are in the hospital, we have to have some patience, because everybody has their own backlog of the diseases. It takes time for them to cure. He has to take proper medicine, he has to follow proper diet, he has to take care of his health properly. So doctor will issue, but if I don't take the medicine, if I don't eat properly, so like the technical details were there, then that devotee who had been stealing, he sees, see, just for my purpose, how Guru has been compassionate, he is ready to forsake all the other disciples to teach me. Then there is a change of heart with that instruction. He came forward, he paid obeisances, he said, from today I will not steal. See how a Guru, compassion will be there for his disciple. That is the love what Guru exhibits. It's not that he is expecting, these people will grow, they will earn big, then they will give me big things. No. He wants to reform us, he wants to give us all that what he has learned from his Gurus. He wants to pass on. You know that relay race? Relay. Baton will be there, they will be passing on. The whole thing is you run, not only you run faster, you have to see that your entire team runs faster. So, the Guru's responsibility is not that he is happy with that thing. He sees that everybody in the ashrama are also happy. And everybody are also become more qualified than him. Like every father wants his son to be better than him. So, for a Guru, a son or a disciple is of the same category. So, he wants every disciple to go beyond him. That is the understanding what a Guru will carry. He wants to reform every personality. He wants to make them the best in the service of the Lord. Now, what is the duty of the Shishya? Understand the mood of Guru. Understand his technical situation. He has to work towards that perfection. But in a humble way. That is Saumyaha. The more qualifications we get, we become Ahankar. We become proud. We might have that show-off tendency. We want to show off, I am the best disciple. Or we may have that name, fame, adoration. Everybody have to recognize me. Everybody have to serve me or glorify me. No. Saumyaha. He should be simple, submissive, sober personality. So, in Shastras, what are the qualifications or the characteristics of a Guru and what are the characteristics of a disciple have been enumerated. We'll try to understand what are the Guru. First, his qualification, then Shishya, his qualification. It says, he should be knowledgeable of the Vedas and know the conclusions of the scriptures. One is knowledge, then you should know the conclusion. Next, he should be absorbed in worship of the Lord and chanting of the Lord's names. So he should be completely meditating on the Lord and always chanting the holy name of the Lord. He should be peaceful, fully satisfied in the activities of bhakti. He should have deep faith in the Lord. One of the principles of surrender is Avasya Rakshibe Krishna. Krishna will compulsory protect me. Then he should exhibit all good qualities because Guru is teaching by example. So he should have first exhibit all that good qualities so that by seeing him, anything is contagious. Either good qualities is contagious or bad qualities is contagious. Sangatya dosha. So it is very important that we exhibit by proper example. Like Narada Muni, there was one small story where one day Narada Muni went to Vaikunta and he was meeting Lord Vishnu and he was asking Lord Vishnu, my dear Lord, you say everywhere this association is very important and you glorify the value of Vaishnava association. So I wanted to know what is so special in this Vaishnava association. The Lord said, I will explain to you, but before that I have a small work to be done. Can you do? So he said, yes my dear Lord, I am at your service. Then Lord showed from Vaikunta one small specific village where there is a tree outside that village and on the top of the tree there was a bird's nest and just a bird has hatched out of it. Small baby. Narada Muni, Lord Vishnu said, go to that bird, that baby, and ask him what is the value of a moment association of a Vaishnava. So Narada Muni came there, somehow he climbed the tree, he went near that nest, that baby was there, he asked, what is the value of moment association of a Vaishnava? That bird, seeing Narada Muni, made a sound, cow, and it died and fell down. So Narada Muni became surprised. Arey, what is this? I asked for association, it died. Then he went back and he informed Vishnu that this bird has passed away. Then the Lord said, okay, don't worry. Next to the tree there is a Goshala. Just now a cow has given a baby calf. Go and ask that baby calf. So when Narada Muni came there, because Lord instructed, he went to that baby calf and again he asked, what is the value of a moment's association of a Vaishnava? That calf made a sound, Amba, and it died. Now Narada Muni ran away from there. Arey, I came here to do something. Now the bird dead, now go hatya, what? I am responsible for all these things, jiva hatya. Then he went back and informed Vishnu what is his status. Then Vishnu said, do one thing. Just now the king of that area had a boy. You go and ask him what is the Vaishnava association. Now Narada Muni became very fearful. Somehow bird nobody bothered, Goshala nobody saw me. Now if I go to the king is not alone. Like he will be having his entire army. If something happens to that boy, he will capture me there and he will punish me. Lord said, don't worry, you go there. Now somehow feeling very fearful, he came there. As soon as Narada Muni came, king very much went forward, welcomed him, washed his feet, made him sit on the asana. And he said, my dear Lord, it is very good of you. Just now I had a son born. So, and he brought the baby boy and put him onto the lap of Narada Muni and he said, please bless him. So Narada Muni very fearfully, very doubtingly asked that boy, what is the value of momentary association of a Vaishnava? That boy who was just born, he started speaking. My dear Guru, I am that same baby bird. I am that same calf by your association. Because of your mercy, now I have taken birth as this king's son. And I am assured, after this life, there will be no one more life for me. I will go back home, back to God. So, what association can give? That moment association of a Vaishnava, how much it can impact us. We don't value it. So this is what a guru can do to us. By his bhakti, he can light the torch within us, that flame within us, to search for that spiritual perspective so that we grow and one day go back home to Vaikuntha. Then he should be intelligent, he should be steady, he should be austere, and he should be truthful. These are some of the qualities further. He should be sweet in his speech, pleasant in his look, clean in his appearance, youthful looking, wearing clean clothes. Some of the external cleanliness is also required. He should be expert in conducting himself as a saintly person and acharya. He should be expert at arguing with and defeating those opposed to devotional service. He should be an expert judge of the situations. He should feel gratitude for services rendered to him. He should be capable of both showing favor to and reprimanding another person. He should feel affection for his disciples. He should always be anxious for the welfare of all living entities. And he should be completely free from envy, malice, violence, anger, laziness and sinful activity. So these are the characteristics of a guru. Now what are the things which guru should not have? So we learn all the positives, what are all the negatives he should not have. He should not desire wealth, fame or service from his disciples. Just because Shishyas are there, I should not aspire for so much money. A sannyasi is a man who is a renounced personality. A Brahmana is a one who has renounced the world. He wants to maintain with his bare necessities. He should not have a desire for accumulating material objects. He should not be attached to receiving things or hesitant to give things. He should not delay in making decisions which must be made instant. He should not eat too much. He should not be prone to lying. He should not be critical of the good qualities of others. He should not absorb himself in talking about sinful activities of others. He should not associate with people with low characters, like those who are intoxicated, those who are addicted to sinful tendencies. He should not associate with them. He should not involve himself in useless philosophies and material logic. So these are the qualities what a guru should not possess. Now, qualities of a disciple, what he should possess. He should be truthful disciple. He should be gentle and polite. He should be pleasing to look in his demeanor. He should be spotless in his character, conduct. He should be intelligent. He should be controller of his senses. He should show proper respect to elders, to Vaishnavas and to the Supreme Lord. He should observe silence concerning material subjects. He should not have any attraction for committing sinful activities. He should be desirous of knowing the absolute truth. He should be devoted to the lotus feet of his Guru. He should be engaged day and night in the Lord's service with body, mind and words, manasa, vacha, karmana, the service of the Lord. He should be fully capable of upholding vows made to the spiritual master. Like when you take Diksha, it is like commitment. We say we follow 4 regulative principles and chant Hare Krishna for lifetime. Like what Diksha when we take. So we should all, like Shishya should be upholding to his principles what he has taken, vows he has taken as Diksha. Then, what are the things he should not possess, a Shishya should not possess? He should not be lazy, dirty or sicky. He should not be continually be afflicted or lamenting, always crying, others have, I don't have. He should not continuously lament. He should not be angry, proud or lusty. He should not cover material desires. He should not covet material desires. He should not show the enjoying spirit. He should not be miserly, malicious, devious and envious. He should not give pain to others or be addicted to cruel activities. He should not use vulgar or coarse language. He should not indulge in illicit activities. He should not be constantly critical of others. He should not earn his living by unjust means. He should not be proud of material learning. He should not be ignorant. He should not indulge in other philosophies. He should not be addicted to overeating. He should not indulge in sinful activities such as eating meat, intoxication or gambling and other the 4 regulative principles perspective. So these are the things which a Shishya should not possess. So here in the last 4 verses, all these qualities what were enumerated of Suta Goswami, he was glorified with all the divine qualities. So that's why they are saying, we know you are a qualified person. You have all these divine qualities. We are assured that you will be teaching us all these technical details, that we will be able to learn from you all the intricate subjects of this Bhagavatam. What is so special in this Bhagavatam? So Padma Purana glorifies this Bhagavatam by comparing this Bhagavatam to personality of Lord Krishna. How many skandhas are there in Bhagavatam? 12 cantos are. So Shastra says, Padav yadiyo pratama dvitiyo. How many feet we have? 2 feet. The first 2 cantos are the feet of the Lord. Tritiyo turiyo katito yad uruhu. And the 3rd canto and the 4th canto are the thighs and that the janga antar. What do you say this part? Calves. These calves and the thighs part. Nabis tata panchama eva. The 5th canto is Nabi. Navel. Shashto bhujantaram dor yugalam tathanyo. 2 shoulders. This part is the 6th cantos. Kantastu rajan navamo yadiyah. This 9th canto is the Kanta. So I missed one part. 7th and 8th. The 3rd and 4th cantos are the lotus thighs of the Lord. The 5th canto is the lotus navel. The 6th canto is the torso and chest. This part and the chest part. The 7th and 8th cantos are the 2 shoulders. The 9th canto is the throat. The 10th canto is the face. The 11th canto is the forehead. And the 12th canto is the head. In this way, the entire personality of Godhead, Srimad Bhagavatam represents in his personality form. And it says, Kantastu Raja Navamo Yadiyo Mukharavindam Dashama Prafullam Ekadasho Yasha Lalata Pattam Shiropitu Dvadasa Eva Bhati Tam Adidevam Karuna Nidhanam Tamala Varnam Su Hitavataram. Tam Adidevan, that Supreme Lord, the original personality, is Karuna Nidhanam, who is full of compassion. He is an ocean of mercy. Karuna Nidhanam. Tamala Varnam, what is the body of his color? He is like Tamala tree, which is like blackish colors. Blackish brownish. You see that cloud which is about to rain? How it will be? Dark black and bluish, combination of these two. The Tamala tree is the combination of this color of the body of the Lord. That's why Tamala Varnam. Then Hitavataram. You are here for benefit of everyone. Hitvavataram. Hitavataram. Apara Samsara Samudra Setum. And this Bhagavatam is this Apara Samsara. This is a huge ocean. And if you have to cross the ocean, what is required? Setuhu. Bridge is required. So this Srimad Bhagavatam is the bridge to cross over this material world to reach that spiritual world with a huge water. Then Bhajamahe Bhagavata Swarupam. I worship that Bhagavata Swarupam, which is the representation of the Supreme Lord in this material world. So they glorify the Srimad Bhagavatam is not different from the Lord. So by studying Srimad Bhagavatam, by systematically going ahead in Bhagavatam, we are systematically covering the bodily parts of the Lord. Finally, when you finish the 12th canto, you have touched the full form of it. So similarly, when a disciple, when he earns his credentials. So there was one ashrama. So the sage called as Ayodha Dhaumya. There was a sage in an ashrama where he had many disciples. So one such disciple who is very favorite of the Guru was known as Aruni. He is the most beloved disciple of the Guru. So the Guru's ashrama had many paddy fields because the food has to be generated. So the crop was ready and about to do harvest, but suddenly there was some unoccasional rains there. And because of the heavy rains, the water was coming up. And the Guru was thinking, now how do we protect? Because unless grains are there, we will not be able to eat for the next season. So we have to till wait for the next season and we will not be able to survive for such a long. So many disciples are there. And Naivedya for the Lord is also required. So it was heavily raining. It started in the daytime itself. So he was asking various disciples, one disciple to go and to see how to avoid this water not to flow inside. So you have to keep some bund, something like that, like you keep a parapet wall or something like that, so that water does not enter into or seep into the fields and destroy the crops. The first disciple went. He tried some means and ways, but water was still leaking. So he came back. He informed the Guru. Then Guru requested some other disciple. He went. Like that, all the other people are finished. Now only Aruni is left and it is become evening, which is pitch dark and it is raining heavily. And there was one hole by which the entire water was seeping into the fields. So Guru requested now Aruni to do something. Now Aruni went there. He tried to put some blocks, he tried to put some sand, all these things and all, but nothing is working. The pressure of the water force is heavy. It is gushing into the field. Now what he could do? He was thinking, then he prayed to his Guru, give me good intelligence, what I should do now. Then he remembered that this water can be stopped only a way is when he lie down there and block the water with his body as the boundary wall. Then next day morning, Guru woke up and he saw his fields were all very nicely done. No water has come and nothing has been destroyed. Then he immediately remembered. He asked the other boys, where is Aruni? They said, we have never seen him. Yesterday night he has gone. He has not come out. We have not seen him in the ashrama. Immediately he came out. He started running towards the field. Then he started calling, Aruni, Aruni. Then that boy was faintly responding, my dear sir, I am here, my dear sir, I am here. When Guru went there, when he saw that boy, He's freezing cold, he's lying in that water and he's stopping that water to enter into the field. So then Guru then came forward and he said, please wake up, please wake up. Then other boys came and said, wake up now. Guru is very much conscious of, no, my Guru had asked me to stay here. I will wake up only when my Guru calls me to come out from here. So then the Guru came there, saw the sincerity, then asked him to wake up. Then he came forward, he paid obeisances to his Guru, because every day morning this boy used to arrange for morning duties for the Guru. So that when he takes bath, bucket water will be kept. When he goes to washroom, that area will be cleaned and kept. For his dress, new dress will be kept, but that day morning nothing was arranged. Then he understood that what happened to this boy, he has not done his daily duties. So then when the Guru understood that the sincerity of the disciple, he went forward, he picked him up, he embraced him and he said, you are my true disciple. You have understood the meaning of what is Guru Shishya. And he blessed him with that Vedic knowledge, that he became later a very great personality. And he became famous known as Uddalaka because of his loyalty, devotion and obedience. He became a very great sage. So if I have to become successful in my spiritual endeavor, I have to serve my Guru very nicely. Now, who is that Guru? Whom I can serve and whom I can take shelter? Prabhupada is that Guru. Because in this material world, if you want to invite Krishna, just because I have a form of Krishna, will Krishna come and stay there? So to invoke Krishna in a deity means only Guru can invoke. Acharya Mukhena. Nobody else has that capacity to bring Supreme Lord from the spiritual world to this material world. So our fortune is we have been given this opportunity to associate with him in his books, in his lectures, in his hearings, in his deity form. So by a small little service, we will be able to achieve perfection in our endeavors. Udata Bhakti Seva antaru. We all know that Ramayana, the bridge was built. The monkeys were throwing big stones. And squirrels were throwing small pebbles. Then monkeys were saying, Arey, you get around. You are all disturbing us. When we are throwing big stones, what is your small thing anywhere? Lord Ramachandra scolded that monkeys. He said, see, for your capacity, a stone is big. For him, that pebble itself is big. I am not seeing how big you are doing or how small you are doing. With what heart you are doing, I am seeing that. You are doing beyond your capacity, I am very much happy for that. The squirrel is doing of its capacity. That's why if you see squirrels, there will be like a nama here, like a 2 fingers. Lord became very much happy and he touched them by his, like how do you rub a pet? So he rubbed his hand onto the pet and that became like a finger ring, a finger mark, like a tilaka mark. So that means they have been blessed by the Lord Ramachandra. So our small endeavors itself will be sufficient. Guru will be happy. But I should be beyond my capacity what I am doing. What is that capacity I can do? I have to chant nicely. I have to give dedication time for the deity worship in my house, half an hour or 15 minutes, whatever it is. Then slowly I have to read Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita. I have to understand. I have to put it into my practical life, into the day-to-day perspective. Learning is one thing. Achar, prachar. We should practice and put it into example to teach others. So, this is an opportunity for us to listen, to understand, this is called as we intake, so that we become to that character what Guru is expecting us to be. Then we will be able to put it into practical purpose and put it into practical reality, and we will be able to get benefited and we will pass on that benefit to others also. Okay? Any questions or doubts? First and second canto.
So, and we have been attending Satsang majorly from the first canto. I'm just trying to understand, is there a logic as to why these cantos are specifically associated with the part of Lord Krishna?
The first canto and second canto will inspire us to understand the attachment to the Lord. భగవంతుని చూసేటప్పుడు ఎక్కడి నుంచి చూడాలి? పాదాల నుంచి చూడాలి. సో ఫస్ట్ 2 క్యాంటోస్లో భగవంతుడి యొక్క ఆ పొజిషన్ని ఎస్టాబ్లిష్ చేస్తాం. సో స్లోలీ విల్ అండర్స్టాండ్ We'll get to know, we'll develop that love for him. So then the other philosophy will increase so that we'll come up to the facial part. 10th canto will come to the facial part. And 11th canto is that forehead part, which is like that intelligence part. Brain ekkada untundi? Ikkada parte kada brain. So 11th canto is that Uddhava Gita, where Lord taught him that final aspects of Bhagavad Gita, which in a higher dimension.